You want to show sympathy or you want to win? You want to be a legend or you want to be a statistic?
Yeah.
And we ended up winning. Stop playing. We could have won. Whatever. 2 out of 3 is bad.
I have a hard time hitting that shit. I think I'll have a hard time hitting that shit. You ever seen?
You want to hit it?
Let's say I'm in a fight in the street. Fuck yeah, like no problem, because that person is trying to kill you or some shit. And I understand in an MMA contest and in a box, but it's like fuck, like I could do it if I have animosity. Like I don't know if I'm not in an animosity state. Like fuck. I think I'm gonna work around it. You ever seen something and you're like, damn, you ever seen something and like, shit, I don't want to ever like feel that pain or wish that pain on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because you went through it and it doesn't feel that bad to you or whatever. I don't know. Like you already went through the pain, so you know like what they can withstand. That shit looks crazy. I could just imagine somebody just like elbowing that shit. Cause, well, actually, I saw a fight like that a day ago. I can't share it to you because I don't know you have your Instagram or whatever. But yeah, did this guy like open up a hematoma on this dude's head and like on the side of his like temple and shit. And it was small at first, right? And I didn't mind like the fighter working on it and shit because it was small, some small ass shit. But then it started to pull up to like a golf ball, dude. And the referee is still letting it go. But like you could physically see this dude is like out of it, even though he's still throwing hits and he's still like standing up and shit. He still has his feet. You could tell like in his eyes he's out of it, and that shit is pulling up by the second. Niggas was like, he has a second head. They need to stop the fight, but I don't know. It's up to the ref. Like that's what the commentator said too. And like the guy like that he was fighting like kept like elbowing him on the side of that shit, and you see that shit like squishing, until the referee had to just step in and be like, "Yo, just stop the shit," because it looked too disgusting.
It's the ref's job.
It's the ref's, yeah, it is the ref's job. It is the ref's job. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that is true. That is the ref's job. But you ever seen something that looks so crazy that you don't wish like that pain on somebody?
No, I
understand. I understand the no mercy thing and shit like that. But like, you ever had to envision yourself doing something so crazy like that to like get a win?
Yeah.
And you can go through with it no problem. Like you could bust open a hematoma.
Yeah.
All right. So if you say you can do that, hypothetically, that I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have to get that like through my system if I'm gonna fight or whatever for real. Cause that's something that I looked at and I was like, fuck, like Joanna Jędrzejczyk, I don't think she really had that, right? She just had
Joanna,
like
no, her head was.
She just had frontal lobe swelling, and that even though it looked fucked up, I don't think that looked nothing compared to what that kid had when he was fighting that thigh dude. That shit look crazy.
If it's a street fight, I think. I don't know if I would do that for a street fight. Like,
really?
But if I'm making.
Oh yeah, cause you could go to jail for manslaughter and all that. I understand that shit. All right, cool. But if it's like a referee fight, like it's the ref's fault.
Yeah, like it's you should see that and be like, okay, I gotta stop the fight.
But it's like, damn, like you. Shit. Yeah, you're definitely right. You're definitely right. 100% right.
You think someone's gonna hope on you?
Nah, definitely not. Because
Like I
that
think
kid wasn't holding back for that dude, and he kept going at it. He kept. So that's evidence enough that like, yeah, there's gonna be people out there that's just gonna fuck your shit up.
like to balance things out during the fight, like I might tell the ref like, "Yo, like look at his head," but just so like it's just like, "Yo, like I'm giving the ref the chance to look at it."
Because in
But
one, and Justin, in one, I'm not gonna lie, there's been fighters that has stopped the fight themselves, like that told the ref to like, yo, look at the opponent. He does not look good. Like he looked like he's not even standing up. Like, I saw
yeah,
these two girls fight, and just I think it was Stamp versus some other girl, Stamp Fairtex, and like she was beating the shit out this girl, and they had to stop it a couple of times because she didn't have her feet under her. And I was listening to like fight doctors, and they were saying like, "Oh yeah, if you don't have your feet under you, just stop the fight immediately." Like that's stupid that they let that shit go on. But that happens a lot in like these amateur promotions or promotions that don't really get like good oversight. So yeah, like this girl like Stamp was like being a shit out of her, and she saw her like not moving right. But the ref is just looking at them like, yo, why is she not fighting still? Because she has her hands up, yeah, but like her legs are just like going back and forth like noodly, you know? So she had to step in and be like, yo, ref, like, you know, just like call it off. And she had just fell down afterwards out of exhaustion or whatever. And she just checked her and she was calling a ring doctors or whatever. So like I've seen that a couple times in one. Even though one is like my favorite promotion and shit for fights, like they be fighting crazy as fuck. I've been seeing like shit like that with refs. Like they just refs and sometimes fighters just like step in and be like, yo, this shit is getting too fucked up because like I don't have no animosity towards this person and shit. I'm not trying to kill this person. I'm trying to win, yeah, but I'm not trying to fucking catch a body.
yeah, you could do that. Like, yeah, because there are some fighters that even Dana White said it. Like, if a referee like doesn't stop a fight when everyone knows it should, like to the point where even the commentators are just like, this fight should have been stopped a minute ago.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Because that's human error at that point. At that point, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. But I do agree with you with that shit. I do definitely agree with you. Like, there's gonna be fighters that's not gonna like stop for that shit. They're gonna work that advantage no matter what. So do you want to win, or do you want to like look like another statistic? Because that kid was sold in his own with the Heva Tillman until like the referee just saw him get elbowed on that shit to a certain extent, and they just stopped it. But he was still standing up while getting elbowed. They were still in stand up. Very impressive shit. And it wasn't even an MMA match. It was kickboxing.
How I view it is, I know niggas not gonna do the same for me, so why would I do it for them? That, and it's just like.
But you never seen other fighters do that shit though. For other
fighters be like, yo, like look at him, like he's out. Like,
yeah.
Not fight. I've seen it before.
Like where does morality step into like that contest shit? Like that's what I kind of struggle with. Like if I ever go fight, like I would love to win every fucking fight. I would love to knock out people and shit, but like.
But you also have to look at it this way. It's not just you, the fighter, and the ref there. There's the doctors that are seeing the fight. There's the other fighters' team that's seeing the fight. If the other fighters' team who supports them and like trained them for this fight isn't saying shit or isn't throwing the towel or doing anything of the sort, or the doctor itself isn't stepping in.
Yeah.
Why should I? It's a business. Like we're trying to get paid to feed our families, just like everyone else is. So.
You're definitely right with that.
That's what it's like.
It's a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing.
I was watching a fight a long time ago, Korean Zombie versus Jose Aldo, and I know hematomas and like other injuries are different, but like Jose Aldo was fighting Korean Zombie, and Aldo kicked his arm, and you can see that he heard that the arm broke, and you can tell that it broke, So what did Jose immediately do? He started kicking his arm. The snap, he went to start kicking it.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that because that's something that even the fighter could say, look, if my arm is broken, he's choosing to do that shit. I feel like when it reaches like a brain thing, do you have the ability of choice and consent? Like I know like consent is a big thing nowadays with all this sex shit and whatever, yeah, and that's cool. But like in the fight thing too, sometimes like the fight industry, I'll be wondering like when you be going through like shit like that. Like I don't mind the whole knockout shit, but like the hematoma shit, I think that's kind of crazy, right? Like if that shit keep pulling up, I think that's the only thing I think that's kind of crazy. Everyone accepted kicks to the back of the head sometimes. It is what it is. You see, but it happens in one. It happens in one.
But that's the thing about kicks in the head. Like kicks to the head, you kick someone in the head the wrong way, you can kill.
You can kill, yeah. You can hit them in the back of medulla oblongata. You can kill. But like, yeah. I've seen a lot of that where people walked away from that shit. So how much a percentage is that actually accurate? You know.
It depends on where the hematoma is, but like I've never seen a hematoma get burst before. Like my mom squeezed the shit, it never popped. Like she cut a tiny hole in it.
Oh,
squeezed it, and yeah, so it didn't pop. Like so.
Is that fucking like brain? That's not brain swelling. That's like it's just muscle swelling, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's all it is.
All right. Oh, all right. Then fuck that shit, then.
Yeah.
I thought it was like some type of vein in your head or some shit, like an artery just swelling up. And like, you pop that shit, this nigga's just bleeding to death. Like, I just thought it was something like that. I didn't know it was just like, a muscle swelling.
Yeah, like, thing with the behind the head, like the brainstem is behind the head.
Yeah.
So hit that the wrong way, that's it.
But I've seen a lot of those though. I've seen so many of those in kickboxing matches.
Like it happens. Like let's say not all of those kicks. I'll bet you $1 million that none of those fighters said I'm aiming for the back of the head.
Oh no,
no. It's more or less like it's always on accident. Like if I throw a kick,
it's pulled back.
Yeah, like if I throw a left head kick, and you throw an arm, you throw a right like cross or something, your body is turned, so my foot's gonna hit the back of your head. That's accident. That's.
Yeah, I've seen it. I don't know. To me, I've seen it a lot lately. Like back of the head punches, back of the head kicks, for some reason. And people have been walking away from that shit. Like, no problem. I think it's when you catch the lower part, like the stem, like where it actually is. Then yeah, you can get that shit. But like, I'm talking like the back of your head, like the upper part of your skull.
Yeah, that's why like people like to say that it's barbaric, but you still, even in the heat of the moment, you have to show strength. Like, because there's times where like a fighter gets knocked down and someone wants to go for the finish. And what fighters would do is they'll like cover up, so you're seeing the back of your head. And some fighters instinctually, like, they hit the back of the head, and either the ref says stop hitting the back of the head, or they like if you hit hard enough, like he either stops the fight, deducts a point, but so some fighters, like, once they see you cover up, they have to, well, all fighters have to do it. Like, they have to hit you on the side of your head.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that shit in MMA fights. When people have the top advantage, person turns over, and it just like they start hooking around hooking around to like the bottom of your jaw and stuff. But they get pissed off because the person's guarding too much, so they start hitting the back of the head. Like, I've seen that shit too.
That's what Floyd did. When Floyd fought McGregor, when they were fighting and stuff, and they would clinch up, and McGregor would try to punch him, Floyd would turn his back. Because you're not supposed to hit in the back of the head, and so he just turned his back, and McGregor would have to stop.
Yeah, you see, that's another thing. That guy is protected. He's heavily protected by just the industry alone.
Yeah.
They will never allow that shit to happen. But like, go to Thailand and without his like record and his, his title and shit. Like, let's say he was just a lonely dude in like fucking one of these like back road countries trying to make it and shit. In boxing or kickboxing or whatever, they're hitting you in the back of the head. On Instagram, that's like straight up. I've been seeing little kids fighting, doing like Muay Thai fights and shit. Brutal, like drawing blood and shit. Niggas be like 8 years old, 9 years old.
Yeah, like that shit's grueling. Like seeing kids at that age, like learn how to fight like that.
But that I kind of upset that part though. The only thing I wasn't accepting was just like the hematoma shit. That shit is just fucking me up. I was like, dude, I really gotta get health insurance if I'm gonna fight, because nobody's gonna fucking pay for that shit. I was like, if that shit was gonna burst, nobody's gonna pay for it. If I go brain dead, that's it. But I mean, since you explained it, it doesn't seem that bad. It's just like what it is, what it is.
Yeah, it is. Protect your circle before they hurt you.
Word, protect the whole circle.
Matter of fact, speaking of senseless nonsense, right? Let me hit up Trudy.
Hit up Trudy.
It's about that time. It's about that time. TTT train.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. You be having some valuable insight into some shit. Cause I be thinking about some shit and I be like, damn, yo, I don't know. I don't know, man. Some things I just don't know.
Oh no!
And I've competed in shit too, and like, but not like to the level of that shit, but like to a point where, yeah, you gotta hit somebody else to like fucking get over. Even if it was just like the point fight and shit, like I still like fucking hit people hard. I made sure you like niggas felt that shit.
Like Joe Rogan had a story about that. He said he used to do was it point karate?
Yeah, it's fucking whack.
It was, and he hit someone. He hit someone. He knocked him out, and he won the fight. But the guy wasn't getting up. He didn't get up for like a good 3-5 minutes. And he said that shit scared him. He stopped fighting after that.
Cause it's a part of you like, yo, I don't know, man. There's some moments where I'd be getting up and I'll be like, fuck people and shit. Like I would want to fucking fight somebody to the death or whatever. There's times like I've gotten up and felt like that or whatever for a short time in a day. But I feel like in a general sense, like when I do look at other people fight and shit, I kind of cringe sometimes. Like when I see like bad head injuries. That's the only thing that kind of makes me cringe when I see somebody have a far off look in their face. Ever since I started hearing about boxers dying in the ring and shit, it kind of got me interested in seeing like, you know, how are their brains after like every fight? Like how is Manny Pacquiao after this fight? How is Floyd after this fight? Like, is it the reason why he stutters and certain shit like that? Is that because of the boxing thing or whatever? Like I started to think about all that shit.
Like I'm talking all this shit, but I know if I was to like knock someone out in a really bad way, I would feel bad. Of course I'd feel bad. Like, how could you not? But I think at the end of the day, and I've realized this is why, like, when it comes to like adults making, like, I don't really feel bad about it, because it's just like, you are an adult just like me, so you know the risk coming in. You know the risk coming in. You have doctors, you have a team behind you, you have all this other stuff. So if something was to happen to you, of course you're gonna get like brain damage. Like, of course you're gonna get brain damage. You might get brain damage fighting in the UFC or boxing, all this other stuff. It's a risk. It's just what happens.
Definitely.
Like Daniel Cormier was just like, that's the name of the story. He was like, it may seem barbaric, it may seem like fucked up or whatever, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta sink or swim. Adapt to perish.
Gotta sink or swim for real.
And I use that mindset when it comes to like Kayla and stuff, because she would be like, oh, we didn't do this, we didn't do that. Now I would tell her, like, look, like, I'm not your dad, I'm none of that shit. Like, you are an adult, so you are responsible for what you want to do, and if you want to do something, you shouldn't wait on me for it to be done. If it doesn't get done and you wanted to do it, that's your fault.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
no, I definitely agree.
Adult, you're not special. You're not. I'm not making decisions for you. So it's just like, you should. If you know your injury's bad or whatever, or something like that, or you want to do it, don't do it. But I haven't drank yet.
That's absolutely true, though. Absolutely true.
She hasn't realized it yet. Like, I think she will. I don't even think she will, because like her level of self-entitlement, I think it's because of this. Like, once again, I think it's social media. I think the need for relationships is because of social media. Like, you see now, like back then, no one really cared because none of us really had social media, and now every other post are about couples, and I can go down my newsfeed for 5 minutes and see close to like 30 posts about couples. So people think that's just the end all be all. It's just like, it's really not. So, not to say I don't need one. I don't really. No one needs a relationship.
Money, cars, and clothes. That's all a nigga knows.
That's all a nigga knows. Like, you gotta take steps through that door.
Set back, get relaxed. This is real low. I still like clothes. Like, I still like nice clothes, and I still like if I had money, I'll get like a nice car or whatever. Like, if I had the opportunity to get nice stuff, I will do it. But it's really something that I don't really dwell on anymore. Like, I feel like when I was like, what, 15, 16, I'll dwell on it or whatever. I remember one time, when I was 16, I bought a pair of Pradas. I still have them too, and they're fucked up. But yeah, I bought like a $300 pair of sneaker or whatever. I had no job. I literally saved up like fucking allowance money or whatever. to get that shit. And for what? Like, I hardly wore that shit. And then went out in style like a year later. Yeah, like, I grew out that face, like, really quickly. Because after a while, like, I was like, dude, I'd rather have experiences by myself. After I started smoking, too, I was like, I'd rather just smoke weed by myself and, like, stay home. I don't want to go out and get dressed anymore. I don't want to have to, like, keep up. But I do keep up in the sense of, like, trying to look modern. I don't want to look like I'm still, like, you know, like them niggas that be in 2003 with the big t-shirts and shit. Like, I don't want to try still look like that and stuff, you know? Like, I still try to buy clothes that, like, modernize myself. But at the same time, I don't dwell on it like how, you see most people on, like, Instagram do, like, buy a gold chain, gotta have the fucking, berry jeans and all this shit. This is weird shit. I'm good. I'm alright. As long as I can just have, like, a good income, I'm alright. Yeah, oh. What the fuck is going on with me? You can't say Corona anymore.
I'm so glad. There was a post I shared that was just like, I'm at a point where if my phone still works, I'm not gonna replace it. I've had this 6S Plus for like God knows how long. Like, there are people just like, you need to get a new phone. Why? It works. I'm not spending how much money to get that shit? Oh, fuck that.
I need to get a new phone to upload content and stuff to YouTube and Instagram, but like Population 1 and VR shit, but I don't care. I mean, it works. If it works and it does the functions that it needs me for it to do, then fuck it, I'm keeping it. I'm doing it till it wears off. And I had cracked the screen a little bit. It's not big, not a noticeable crack, but it's an annoying looking thing on my screen. And I fucked it up like hiking one day. And yeah, like I didn't bug out and like, damn, I gotta replace the fucking phone and all this bullshit. Like, fuck. Sucks, but it is what it is.
My time. Stuff out my way. Yeah.
But yeah, this is crazy. I'm so happy, like, even though I'm still on Instagram and shit here and there, I don't really take it serious for that, like, fad shit. I just, like, fucking link up with, like, other people to play Population 1 or like in martial arts or memes and shit. Just call it a day.
Yeah, it's like I'm on Facebook for memes and this group I'm in. Outside of that, I share stupid shit and that's about it. I don't take any of that social media shit seriously. It's not supposed to be taken seriously.
But it is now. It's something that it's part of the life now, to be honest with you. Like, me, like, I don't know. Have you met other people your age? I mean, other than me and you, right? And, like, Ricky and, like, I'll say Aaron and my cousins and all that. You still see other people our age taking that shit serious, like, to the point where they have to, like, you know.
Oh yeah, like all the time. It blows my mind. Like, I don't know, like people are different. It's once I went past that need for public gratification, like people, like I need people to like tell me how good I'm doing or stuff like that. Like, it really stopped Like, especially Instagram. Like, there was no reason for me to have an Instagram in the first place. Like, I don't. But...
I do love that shit to learn though. That shit helps me learn martial arts and shit like at a fast rate. That's like a blessing sometimes, but like a curse. Like you see people like egos on that as well. It's like very fucked up. There's no reason to even have an ego when you have like you have like 300 followers or something. Yeah, I had restarted my shit. You should see like people be having like egos at that point too. Dude, like it's not that serious anymore. It is what it is.
That is what it is. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Just
share
use
this
it.
video.
Yo, I hardly...
Weird.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's how you know we don't even take it serious here. We hardly say that. We hardly say that over here. We say that as like a joke.
Share this video. Get the... Thank you for sponsoring this war.
We did us. I just realized we does just stream for fun. Like we just like me and you just talking just to like hear shit. Hear talk about the old days and shit. Talk about fucked up shit. Funny shit.
Yeah, none of this. Like I used to be so like uptight about a whole bunch of shit. Bianca's the one who told me that, yo, like if it's not supposed to be like only take seriously what's supposed to be taken seriously. Like everything else, like it's not supposed to be taken seriously. Why are you so uptight about it? I know people who are on like Instagram and stuff that like need to keep up images. Like if your job requires that, like if your job, like if you're a celebrity and you need to keep up with it, okay, I get it. But like, I don't know. That shit's just not for me.
Oh shit. Justin, I need to keep up the image.
I guess you can say you gotta keep doing wrong and killing everything, huh?
Who said that?
No, doing wrong and vanquishing everything.
Who had said that?
You did. You don't remember?
This is a Facebook post?
Oh, of course.
Oh, yes.
I was like, Drake said, and Drake just stands for do right and kill everything.
Ah, I'm such a fucking cornball. Fucking kill me right now. Take a gun. Take a gun. I'm like a cow. Take a gun and put me out.
No, do wrong, and see that's the thing. You spelled wrong, R-O-N-G. So ironically, you spelled wrong. So you was just like do wrong and vanquish every nigga. Yeah, you reached really hard.
That's so
you
beautiful.
You spelled wrong.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I love it. Yo, you know what? It's times like that I'm so happy I got jumped in front of my house. I got the bricks beefed off me. Like it's times I'm happy that bad things did happen to me. You know? I look back like I'm happy. Sometimes you do need fucked up shit to humble you. I'm happy I don't think like this no more.
And that's why niggas thought I was crazy. Like when I said I'm glad Bianca swindled me. Like niggas thought I was crazy. Like they were just like, why? I'm like, because I thought I was the shit.
This is a learning experience. Everything's a big learning experience. It's how you receive it in life. This is a blessing. Bro. Thank you for reminding me about this stupid shit. Oh shit. I had saw something else too. I posted some memory. I was like, oh, what the fuck did I say here? I was looking at it last night, but I just glanced over it like whatever. It was some stupid shit though. There's a guy though. I was friends with on Instagram. I mean, on Facebook. That I used to play Xbox with. And this nigga, right, still makes statuses like he does back when we were in high school to this day.
Oh dear God.
And it's like, shit. Like, I'll be coming back on Facebook sometimes, because I right now just upload like Population 1 videos, and I copy the link and I take it down to like Facebook downloader and just like try to like, upload it on YouTube or whatever. That's how I do my shit now. It's so hard to use the casting system for that shit. So you'll see me like have like mega uploads of like Population 1 shit. Sometimes I go on Facebook and I see him. I see other people post or whatever. So like him and Raymond and like a few others. Well, just they have the same way of posting from high school. And I'm just here like, yo, what the fuck? And granted, probably I do have the same way of posting too, because I came back and I said something to the extent of like, you people are fucking AIs or something, because like, you've been stuck on the same shit ever since I came back. The same way of like, son Davis. You still friends with him?
I don't follow them.
Yo,
I think I have him as a friend. Well, like, I don't follow him. I don't see shit he posts.
Still post the same thing. Derek still posts the same thing.
Of course. That's why
the whole thing about let me eat you out, let me suck toes, all kind of weird shit. Like,
Yep. Like, that's why I would wake up and see, like, literally, and I'm not even exaggerating, like 10 plus posts of Davis either stealing a post that everybody saw or saying, oh, I want to suck some toes or something.
Yeah, yo, it's like they never. I'm not gonna lie, like people do grow and shit, but like I don't think like sometimes like the mind state of how you perceive things grow sometimes. Like, yeah, people could get a new job, get a new car, and new clothes, whatever. My shit. No, sometimes it's so crazy to see on mine. Like a state of mind stay the same for a long time. But granted, I think that's just people and their personalities. You have to learn to accept that shit. I have the same stupid shit to me. To some degree, I guess. But Dr. Umar though, see, he's the one that he interests me. He's like Kang or something from like, you know.
Oh, so
one step ahead of the fight.
My son really got married to 2 and
he called it too. He called the colors of the girls he was gonna date. He's like, I want me a 1 buttered pecan girl. I want dark haired girl with a baby afro. He deadass got that shit.
now he's just like, see, I wasn't lying about the block party, so you know I'm not lying about the school.
Word.
And I'm like, you know, he has a point there.
Yo, if he does open up that school though, everybody has to eat their words. We all have to eat our words though.
I'll have a kid just so enroll that kid in there.
shit is so funny. I don't think I'm gonna send my kid. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I was like, fuck it.
Fuck it. Your kid is gonna come back like a militant nigga. Fuck it, yeah, word.
He's gonna go through my phone. He's gonna be like, so I've been looking through your history and you've been looking at white women porn.
The Edomites. Gonna Edomite porn.
You see him you're on YouTube an awful lot, father.
Yo, are you a YouTubian?
Let me beat people in this game.
Yeah. I'm tripping heavy.
Alright. I'm still not drinking. What the fuck is wrong with me? Time to drink.
I'm literally in the world, bro. I'm in the world. I'm in the galaxy. Oh, this place is blue.
So like God of War trailer?
Yes, I have to get the game before that though.
I hate you for not having it already.
I don't have my shit together. Blame it on PlayStation. Them niggas geeked me out. I was gonna get a PlayStation 5, but they made that shit like a Ferrari. And
bro, I'm
at a time of just waiting to see if I was gonna put it off or not, buy it or not.
I'm gonna finesse this driving exam so much. My last lesson was like 2 months ago. That's one. 2, I still have 2 more things to learn. 3, yesterday I went to the school and I was just like, I thought they told me, one of the drivers said, we'll pick you up and the day before the exam and take you to where the test is taking place, and we're gonna have you drive around so you know like what to do when the test shows up. I asked the woman, y'all doing that? She said no. What? 4, I was like, okay. I'm like, all right, can I get like a lesson for tomorrow, for which is today, Monday? And she was just like, everything's all full, so the closest thing we have is an hour before your test. So my exam is on the 23rd at 1:15, so my shit's at 12.
So why don't they just
my exam's at 12.
Why don't they just do that shit? They're supposed to just you know what they're usually supposed to do? They're supposed to give you a lesson before the test, right? Then drive you. If she's offering it on that, why don't you just offer that? Like, yo, just drive him there one time.
They're just like, well, we drive you to and back from the exam. I'm just like, okay. So now, in order to keep up with shit, I'm like looking at YouTube videos to try to remind myself to keep everything fresh in my head by the time the 23rd rolls by. Like every day in my head, every now and then throughout the day, I like remind myself what to do exactly when I'm like parallel parking, 3-point turning, all that other shit.
Yeah, you're gonna get it. It's simple, it's simple.
I forgot I hit Trudy up. Let's see if she's responding.
Just remember to always look out for bicycles. I think if you abide by that rule, you're just gonna be looking around a lot.
He's got a bicycle.
He's got a bicycle. Yes. Did you see that match with Nia and Charlotte Flair? When they were stiffing each other?
The shoot fight?
Yeah. Yo, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, like fucking... It started because Nia, like, landed, like, through her, and she landed the wrong way. So Charlotte's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Sorry.
And then, like, you can tell that, like, once they got all their hits in, once they got all that anger out, and they started slapping each other, they tried to, like, work a match into it. But you can tell that none of them, that they weren't on the same page at all.
Yeah. Some people were sticking up for Nia, saying, how she never sells, how, Charlotte never sells for anybody.
So that gives Nia the right to dump someone on their head.
Yeah. So I was like, that's kind of weird. I don't know.
Like, Nia has a history of, like, fucking injuring people, so...
Yep. She snuffed Becky Lynch in the nose, like, last year.
Yeah, she's the reason why Becky got that push. Like... Then again, Charlotte gave Kairi Sane a concussion.
Yeah,
Didn't realize she gave her a concussion. So when she saw Kairi not, like, selling and she was on the ring doing nothing, Charlotte went up to her and slapped the shit out of her.
Yo.
I think Nia injured Kairi too.
Yeah, they both fucked her up. I think she went through a table wrong. Hit the back of her head on a table or something. That's what I remember. She hit the back of her head on something. She was just out. And they was just fucking up the girl for the rest of the match, and I was like, oh, nah.
Oh, did you see the PlayStation showcase?
Yeah, I saw Spider-Man, Venom, and also Wolverine. Adamantium Rush.
Yeah, the same company's making both games.
Finally.
The only good Wolverine game I ever played was the one where you get to, like, tear people apart in it. Which one was it? Was it Origins?
I saw the one that you was talking about. It's really nice. I never played that one though. I think I played the one before it, but no, I only played an X-Men game, the X-Men movie, X-Men 2 Wolverine. I played that one, but I didn't play the other one that they had, that you was playing.
There's a game that came out that was like, it's called Wet.
Oh yeah, I remember
it came
that
out
shit.
Like a long time ago, yeah.
With the girl in front.
Yeah, that could, like, slow down time and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't they have a game? Now.
Don't they have a new game similar to that shit now? Coming out?
Really?
I saw it at the showcase or something. I can't remember it. I was tripping so hard yesterday. I can't remember so much of what happened. But I remember looking at the showcase.
I remember. Oh, there's a game like that. It was in, like, the first showcase. I think they they showed it again. You're like an assassin. You have to kill other assassins, and if they kill you, like, you can go back in time or some shit like that. And I think it's called Deathloop.
Deathloop, yes.
Yeah.
That's the shit. I was confused why they didn't show like the Silent Hill remastered. We were supposed to bring one out. It didn't show anything from Blue Box. There was this game from Blue Box that they were supposed to bring out. Some crazy horror game that everybody was calling a hoax or a fake. And they didn't show it at all in this showcase.
Really? I want more horror games, so they should definitely show it.
There's this like game company that it's called Blue Box or whatever. They collaborated with PlayStation, and they're supposed to bring some new horror game out, and it looks really crazy. It's supposed to look really crazy or whatever. A lot of people are speculating that it's probably like a Silent Hill game or a Kojima game that is making, or they're making or whatever. But people did some research into like the game company, and they figured out that they released like a whole bunch of uncompleted games or whatever. So everybody's trying to figure out whether if this Blue Box thing is like a Kojima thing or if this game is like a fake. You're just like trying to gather like crowdfunding, just dip off with some shit, like do a new scam like that. Because they come out with games, but it's like uncompleted beta shits that they release on Steam.
Oh, I think they're pulling the Umar Johnson.
Yeah, they're trying to do that. Yeah, basically. Well.
Send me the donations to your Cash App.
PayPal, Cash App, PayPal, Cash App. Gifts, donations.
I wish you could see just how good this fucking game is.
You're playing it?
Yeah. I'm playing it on Dickhead's Switch, which is technically my Switch, but you know, it's whatever.
Dickhead's Switch. Yo, I am tripping. I just realized something. Oh man, I don't know. I just realized I'm a retard.
Alright. I was sure.
I literally felt like I've been on like a fucking mental conquest. This whole since Thursday to like today. Fucking blitzkrieg.
So that Matrix trailer?
Yes. It looks beautiful. I'm just confused about Morbius. What was Morpheus? I mean, I call him Morbius.
Morbius, I'm like, that's a
Spider-Man character. Morpheus, yes. I'm just confused about him. Like, why don't they have Lawrence Fishburne in there? But I guess, like, it's too old.
To be honest, he wasn't that important anyway. I feel like people, they're used to seeing, like, with the Matrix, they're just like, oh, like, I want it. Everyone should be there. Unimportant characters aren't there. They're gonna be like, well, why aren't they there? And it's just like, bro, they were never really that.
But Morpheus
It's
is
only issue because they're not there anymore.
kind of like a staple character in on the series. He was always like on the cover. Like he helped Neo. He was in the movie.
Yeah, do you care?
He was a legit like nigga in the movie, dude.
Yeah, true, but I saw Malignant.
Oh, movie. What is that? Is that good?
That was OD good.
I saw it on HBO Max. I was thinking about watching it. Oh man, my man Morpheus. I do care. His daughter. That shit.
Oh yeah, fact. I forgot about
that. You gotta come back, boy. What are you talking about? You gotta come back in that nice taekwondo suit. You didn't think the fight scene between him and Neo was like cool? Was popping? When it was fighting.
Oh, at the time, yeah.
But when you look back, I gotta look back at the Matrix. Maybe I didn't look back at it through an adult lens. Maybe I'll come through the same consensus of that, like, you know, he's not really there in the movie so much. Although I don't mind the new one that they have right now. It was just like weird. I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to keep up with somebody new. Mine just pull a Samuel Jackson and Captain Marvel or some shit. Wow. Another space station. What's up, my alien? Oh, so did you see the video with the woman and her son?
I ain't got it.
Really? What the hell? Who did I send it to? I sent that to Aaron. Oh shit. That was a message he sent me, and I resent him a message he sent me. I feel like, yo, this dickhead. Oh, wow. Oh god.
Mommy vlogger forcing her kid to cry on camera for nothing. Come closer for the video. Come closer. Closer. Put your head right here. Closer.
Is it?
Put your head on there. Act like you're crying. Like crying. Go like this. Oh, Mama, she's using. No, I know, but go like this. For the video.
For the video.
Like this. Like this. Like this. No, go like this.
Go like this. Ah!
Look at me. Look at me. I know, look at me. Look at me. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So I blurred his face because it felt like the right thing to do.
Yeah, what's the problem?
Justin, I think you're just being edgy.
Yeah, I'm just being a dickhead.
Yeah, what's the problem?
I'm just being a dickhead. What's the matter? Like, what's
the matter? He's not selling hard enough. That's the matter. He's not selling hard enough.
Yeah, like, you want to stay in this business?
You want to stay in this business? You want to be a legend? You want to be a legend? Word, the kid was his. That is the problem. If you want to stay in this business, you gotta put the hand by the eye. Kid was gonna get a social media anyway, to be honest with you. Right?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Why not start now? That is kind of fucked up. Yo, if that was your mom, what would you do? You would smack the shit out of her?
If I was crying and my mom would be like, yo, come over here and cry.
Yeah. She came out of nowhere. She was like, come sell this, come sell it.
You're like, why? What are we getting out of it? Views, sweetie. Oh, what? That's it. It's views.
I think child services is gonna take away her kid.
Nah, that's not enough. They'll just say, oh, you're a dickhead. Won't take the kid away.
And they tried to press, I think, something about it, whatever. Because now it's getting national news attention. So I don't know. Yeah, there's not enough evidence to think, I guess, yet. That is fucked up. Look at the camera. We're in Black Mirror.
Damn, what is this smudge on my damn headset?
Where am I going? Where's this food going? Whoa.
Put the controls down.
Yuji Kino. Yuji Okino.
drink that much no more. Drink, what is this?
You're drunk? Are you thirsty, Angus?
Oh, that's a throwback.
Are you thirsty, Angus? I remember we were so drunk and we were like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Why did she sound like that?
We were crying at that. Like, I'm realizing that, like, our fucking, our fucking things, our alcohol tolerance was crazy back then. It's not like that now.
Nah, yeah, mine's not like that anymore. Where am I going with this? Oh, I'm about to fall out.
I can't get too drunk because I gotta, like, beat off. So, I gotta face myself.
I'm like heavily tripping right now. I feel like I'm literally in the spaceship. Oh, spaceship.
Oh, COVID.
You said, oh, COVID?
Oh, COVID.
Oh. Hulk Hogan.
Like, you're the only one that gets it, man. Like, I'm saying brother all the time. Like, I can hold the door for someone, or someone can hold the door. I'll hold the door for someone, they'll be like, oh, thank you. I'll be like, you're welcome, brother. Like, I'm just trying to get over.
Word, you're the only one who gets that shit. Like, I do the same thing too when I'm at work. I really don't feel like talking to people, or somebody's giving me a hard time and I'm trying to be passive aggressive, so I just use brother. I started going into a Hulk Hogan impression as well.
Let me hear. I'm gonna YouTube the best of Hulk Hogan promos. Let's see what
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
Let me tell you something, man. Hulk Hogan promo. Savage. Focus.
Gentlemen, I thank you very much. Hogan! I wish I could hear you, Brain. This ovation is thunderous. What an ovation this man gets. No one since. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm seditious without her.
Who's laid up for 90 days in the hole?
The hole, he's in jail.
He's in jail. Wait, what?
Coming after me. So sit vicious, live
coked up Hogan.
It's difficult for me to introduce this man without using World Wrestling Federation champion Hulk Hogan here at WrestleMania 4 this afternoon. You've got the opportunity to change that. Oh yeah, it's been hard to live with, man. V5, come Andre. 1 long year, and your time has come, man. No marks, no scars, no blemishes on the holster, brother. But inside, man, I've been scarred for 1 long year. Everywhere I go, man, all the little holsters ask me.
Everywhere I go, man, all the holsters ask me.
Holster, did you really get him over your head? Did you really beat the Giants? Well, today, man, in WrestleMania 4, we're gonna wipe all that controversy out under the Giants in the 2nd round. When you're fresh as a daisy, with the whole world watching, I'm gonna prove, brother, that I can beat you anywhere, anytime. And all my Hulkamaniacs, they're gonna feel it too. Speaking of the Hulkamaniacs,
oh my Hulkamaniacs.
I know millions others are watching very intently all around the world. But if you open their eyes, man.
What do you open their eyes, man?
All those little holsters, they realize that when I get Andre the Giant cinched up in the launch position, when I slam him through the Trump Plaza, brother, from New York down to Tampa, Florida, the fault line is gonna break off. There's Andre the Giant. As my next 2 opponents fall to the ocean floor and I pin them, so will Donald Trump.
Oh shit! What? Where did he come from?
With his family under his other arm.
He's gonna take his family?
Donald Trump,
He's gonna take Donald.
Let go of his materialistic possessions, hang on to the wife and kids, dog paddle with his life, all the way to safety. Something happens, you run out of gas, and all those little Hulkamaniacs run out of gas. Just hang on to the largest back in the world, and I'll dog paddle us, backstroke all of us to safety. Oh, and thank you, Hulk Hogan. Let's get back to
He has a very cartoonish way of thinking about life. Yes, that's a coke division.
Hulkamaniacs really think so? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Do you think he's coked up? Absolutely.
What the fuck are you doing?
You gotta take a stand. Well, you hurt my friends and you hurt my son. Gotta be a man.
Some of the non-believers in the gym said, see you later, holster man. This is your last ride. Take you alive, brothers. When I felt the fury, as I ripped, as I tore the shirt, as I headed for the sunset, man, I looked down, brothers, and as the sun beamed off the gold in my eye, I realized that sooner or later, you gotta live and die, you gotta face the truth. And for you, Andre the Giant, it's time to face the truth, brother. Because one thing about what you and I have to do,
Time to face true, brother.
all I have to do is merely beat a 7'4", 550-pound giant.
It's time to face truth, brother.
It is pure form, man.
That nigga's mad funny.
There is, man. The dragon, the sand, the Pharisees, the violence. And to beat me, man, you've got to beat every Hulkamaniac, every little holster in the world.
He's gonna make
all the ones that don't take any
the little Hulksters fight Andre the Giant.
I think so, yeah.
Holy shit.
But in this case, it's gonna be Hulkamania. And the reason it's gonna get you, man, it's the purest form of the truth there is. And I can't wait to see you go down and defeat Hulkamania in front of 90,000 plus in the Silver Dome. What you gonna do, Andre the Giant, when the real truth, the 24-inch python, and Hulkamania runs wild on you?
What was that about? He really did that?
Yeah.
It sounded like he was opening up a soda. He's a treasure, man. He's a national treasure. Even though he said nigga, he's still a treasure. And
you say it all the time.
The New Day need to get over that shit. It is what it is.
He's Hulk Hogan. I think he deserves a pass.
Word.
He lifted up Andre the Giant.
He put Dennis Rodman in the NWO. Come on, man.
If he was racist, would he do that?
Word.
Alright then, guys.
He's not racist or homophobic. What are you talking about? He introduced
he didn't want his daughter dating a black guy. But, like,
specifically a black basketball player.
A black basketball player, like, but come on.
I mean, come on. He had Dennis Rodman in the NWO.
Like you see, like he probably has
a black
like,
basketball player
conception of what basketball players are. Just so happens they're black. Gotta be a man. Can't let it slide.
Gotta be a man. Gotta let it slide. And then I'll be an American.
You were close.
Some shit like that, right?
Yeah, you were close. You're there. It counts.
Nice. This planet has big ass butterflies on it, so cool. It's cool.
You beat something in this already.
Technology retard. We ain't going without my pet.
Since we pick Holloway, let's pick Holloway. Oh, he leaves. Womp womp.
How do you tell him on a pet? Come on, man. Yeah, let's get it. Come on, man.
Over here. Alright, so I took a trip to the best shop. And guess what I got in the bag?
Horses.
Damn.
Fish.
Yeah. That's a crab.
It's a crab.
Crabs in the barrel. And it's crazy because when you put the crabs in here, they literally
Represent the hood.
back in trying to get out. Crabs in the barrel.
Right.
I basically was that shit. A lot of times when y'all see it, when y'all be like, yo, what's that water running? There's always water running in the background. Well,
Yo, what's that? There's always more to running in the background. Did he actually say it like that?
Mm-hmm.
Crabs. See the crab?
See the crab?
And I bought a couple of crayfish. My fish always killing them. So I figured I'm gonna throw them in there anyway. But feed them first. And throw them in the tank. Get these bags open. What should I put in there first? What should I put in there first? Put some towels. You know what? Why am I gonna go through all this? Just get the scissors. Cut it. You need to cut it. Cut it. Cut it. This bag open. Open up. I don't know why they put this tissue in there. This is annoying. And I got water all over me. Normally what I do is I take the whole.
Sir?
You sure? It is. Don't live it, but.
What the fuck?
I gotta take the tissue out.
Why are they counting down?
We gonna figure this out though. I'm gonna let y'all see. Put some work on the back first. This inside the tank, man.
What the fuck is this, buddy? Is the world ending? Is my world ending? Oh my god. Whoa! They summoned me. Uh-oh.
Fight.
Oh, uh-oh.
Fight.
What?
You want my thumb out?
Uh-oh.
Got the crayfish over here. We're gonna throw them in the tank. Let's put them in the tank.
Put him in a tank.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, see, I introduced the crabs with the fish. Yeah, you see the crayfish getting ready to go in there. Uh-oh.
It's a different Hassan. It's a different Hassan.
Yeah, I'm not used to this one.
I like this.
Way down. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So pretty much, this is what I'm gonna hit them up, some signal pellets real quick. Keep the rushing down because they're gonna try to tear them crabs and crayfish up. So we're gonna hit them with some of these. Get a nice little handful out, you know what I mean? Sometimes I like to make different videos.
Oh, he wants a rematch? That's
The same
nice.
serious topics all the time. So
Bye.
let's do this.
It's fine.
The crabs
Damn.
pretty much burrowing in to their little home. See the crayfish right there. I keep rocks on the side of my tanks so that, you know, smaller fish can hide up in there. As you can see, my Fantosa right there, trying to get him a hard time. This crab right here ain't really moving around, but these ones are really making their way to their shelter, get territorial. Uh-oh. They're gonna roll out. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody gotta go. Somebody's got to go. See that crab in the barrel mentality? Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Like, get up out my spot. Get up out of here. Get up out of here. Get up out my spot. Get up out. This is my spot right here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. That's how it's going down. Uh-oh.
I'm not ending the world just yet.
That crayfish down. But that crab will have to slug it out over this spot.
Uh-oh.
Somebody might have a problem. See that little crayfish up there?
They let me end the universe in this game. I get the power to end the universe in this game now.
Yeah.
End it.
Look at the say.
Not yet. I gotta see what else they're offering this shit. I think if I end it, I lose all my shit, like all my progress. Uh-oh. Alright, off the sun. Oh.
Gallows on his way back. He got him. Lindor again.
Lindor truffle.
Bro, I'm gonna be okay.
Oh, this is the most beautiful shit ever, man. Beautiful game, beautiful game. Look at the interior of my seat. Shit. The fuck out of here. Thought they wanted me to make something, but alright. I'm gonna see my boys. Oh shit. man. My back is fucked up, boy. People in the anomalous tonight. Everybody in their ship. Everybody and their mother. I want a hot rod ship like that. Like, where can I get a hot rod ship like that? Big timer ship, big dick ship. I want to see stupidity at its finest. Come on. That is the new mission. Hot rod ship. Gotta go take a piss. Hold up. Gips. Gips. Gips.
Jet set, jet set.
Gift set. Donations. Donations. Listen here, Mr. Jimmy Jones. Listen here, Mr. Jimmy. What is Mr. Jimmy Jones doing right now? What is he talking about?
I wonder.
I'm Bronx River, nigga. African Bambara. African Bambara. Read the letter. Read the letter. They put it on the video. Video. Look at he meant Chef G. Go and tell, bro. He has like a X-Men Wolverine story for real. Ahmed Johnson. Right. Right.
So, this is what I told him. You're gonna turn me into a COINTELPRO, and I might as well become one, because I'm trying to tarnish my reputation. As far as Shaq, this is the role he played.
In bushes and shit. That's beautiful, yo. I have it like that.
Is that what you say?
That's pimping. That is true. Like showing off stuff like that, I don't mind. Like even though he does it in a dickhead way sometimes, like he overdoes it. I mean, these are nice things though, for real. Better than clothes. Goodness, this looks like he has a park in his backyard. Maybe you do not have to go to the garden at all. He does not have to go to Prospect Park. They can have a picnic in his backyard.
Exactly.
Fuck people. Dude, do the house. You already know what time it was. Old way funk.
This is why my man told everybody he closed at a party. So now you're telling me my man didn't know all of the shit was going on up under his room when his room was right here.
Smelling like doodle. You feel the Vaseline? You feel the Vaseline? That's funny. Mickey Pence. Make him do it. It's the brand.
It's the brand.
African Bambata? Come on, you dummy. Get it together, you dummy. You stupid ass, owlhead ass nigga. Shit shoulder. This big ass meth lab we have. What the fuck is this? Lag sequencer. Bronx River nigga. I'm a Bronx River nigga.
I'm a Bronx River nigga.
I'm a Bronx River nigga. I need a shirt like that. No context, I'm from Brooklyn all the way, but like, fuck, I just wanna have a Bronx shirt. I'm a grown ass man, dog. He woke up, he woke up. Coincidentally. Felicia. light, red light. God, he went full retard. Wow. Try. Pooping in a room.
Shit.
Pooping. Oh wait. Subpoena. Witness. Witness. The bill's finished. Right. We want to party with you.
I want
to party with you. With the lawyer? Sa nigga.
When I was down there with Salnetta, meeting up with your mortal technique, because your mortal technique wanted to know if I was telling the truth about his soul brother, Africa Bambaataa. So he came to me and showed support to the victims, and at first I was going at it with your mortal technique because I felt like the brother.
Oh, Mr. Dance to the Devil himself?
Yeah, Mr. Dance with the Devil!
Oh, shit! I'm weak. Trying to line you up. Skim you up, dim you up.
Sonception.
Get territorial. And they making their way to their shelter.
Sonception.
They're territorial. Wait, you want to hear the rest of this?
Oh, I already saw it. It's up to you.
Oh no, yeah, I already saw this too.
Yo, I gotta find the one where he's talking about all the people he knew. I was raised under B.O.
Yes, I was raised by B.O. Shooter. Pistol Pete.
Huh?
They all sound like characters. Like some Disney characters. Whoa.
This is playing, by the way. Okay.
Was being preserved.
Preserved.
And I'll tell you right now. See, the penitentiary prison kept a lot of them alive, kept them safe. While a lot of y'all cats was tucked away safe in yourselves, being big monsters, I had to survive in the streets in the 90s.
90s.
In the 90s.
Streets of the 90s.
And when dudes be sitting up there talking about, I'm outside.
I'm outside.
See, in my early days when I had to survive the 80s and the late 80s and 90s in those streets. Everybody goes outside. So when dudes be like, I'm out, everybody's outside. But when I was outside, I was outside being raised, shaped and molded
Great.
by legends in the game. I came up under B.O.
B.O.
Legendary, one of the most legendary names in New York. But you still, even though B.O. got murdered in these streets in cold blood, you still don't hear niggas speaking his name like that.
B.O. B.O. B.O.
I came up with B.O., raised with B.O.
Raised with
Out
B.O.
there, little boy. Right in the background. For a lot of days. I seen a lot. I did a lot. What you think? Like, when y'all see me with dudes like, what you think? Ivar was taking me all the way, all around the country. We traveling all around the country, California.